is The Edge, celebrating entrepreneurs and a hub for exploration and innovation. My name is Patience Saba, and today our focus is on real estate development, solutions, and sustainability. We have a very special guest, and he is Dr. Olushola Owomoyela, an entrepreneur per excellence, who will share with us an insight into the dynamic world of real estate. Owomoyela is currently the MD CEO of Nest Gear Properties. Dr. Owomoyela's entrepreneurial journey is captivating, inspiring, and motivating. Indeed, it was an honor spending time with him.
I have a mentor who is, his name is King Feb. Okay. He's also my in-law. So all through the years, I'd seen the way he handled real estate. He was a straightforward man, and I wanted to follow someone, that will at least be able to measure where he started from, his challenges and everything. I was able to see everything. So, and it became successful. So I liked it. Coupled with the fact that my father loved real estate. All right. Then the last person that impacted me was my lecturer, Professor Fabumi now. I was in my second year land law class when he made a statement that will never leave me. He said that you can never have rent problem if you are a land lawyer, like a property lawyer. Wow. So I was like, wow. And real estate is one of the biggest things, on earth. It's one of the things that at least it can do and undo. If you're a family person and the landlord is coming to this. So with that mentality, I was like, okay, fine. I think I would like to. Then I think I could remember while I was in a law school squatting with Femi, I also came up with a vision then that in real estate, most times the agents get 5% commission. So I told myself, I said, why can't I be the person that gives people that commission? Mean that I wanted to be a developer. I wanted to be the person. I'd always been like that. Anywhere I am, I always want to be the person to give. So the first journey, my first year, no sale. I needed to start marketing for other people. I would send SMSs and all that, no sale, nothing. I didn't have any skill in sales. I didn't have, so I was just trying to, okay, you know what, this is what I'm doing now. So nothing happened. So I was always broke.
How exactly, what was that moment and how exactly did that happen? Because it's an intriguing story. How did you find it?
Yes, like I said, I started marketing for other people. So, but while I was marketing, it gave me exposure to the system, like how they got their land. In some cases, some of the owners of such lands would just give them, maybe after raising the initial capital. In some cases, they just say, market this thing for me. Can you give it to me at this price so that I will just be remitting the money for you over a period of time? So, if you are not a careless person or a spendthrift, you should be able to save up some money and all that. So basically, it was the ability for us to negotiate, the goodwill, being straightforward. I could remember there was a day I was standing under the Jabi Bridge for over almost 3 hours waiting for this investor. And he would not come. And I called him. I said, you know what? I'm here. I've been waiting. You said I should meet you under this bridge by 10 o'clock. This is about 1 o'clock. What is happening? He said, he has not even left Kubwa. So that day I wept. Then I was dating my wife at that time. So I called her. I said, look, I'm tired. What is it? I'm the brain behind this business. I know everything. It's for you to just bring your money. And, you keep wasting my time. I cried that day. Water was just, I said, what is this thing? My wife just said, you know what? Don't worry. If he doesn't come, you can go back home. I said, okay, fine. I think he ended up not coming anyway. And it didn't work. So while we were doing that, like I said, I'd found a land. I just needed for him to bring the money. So I now told my brother, I have a brother, a older brother that had some of those land in such areas. And I said, I'm about to enter a partnership with somebody and all. I now said, but I have a land somewhere, although I've not paid for that land, but the family can actually, so from your sale, you can. So I think that was the first land we had. We called it Palm Springs Estate. And then from there, I started investing in other places, Karishi and so on. That was how I started. And then, of course, we started gathering people, because you can't do it alone. That period, I was the CEO. I will put, in fact, there was a day I went to Guruku, it was a dusty road. Those days, they were borrowed vehicles. I could remember the Sienna did not have AC. And if you know Sienna now, if you don't have AC in Sienna, you suffer. So, I was in suit. I used to like suit. I would wear suit that period. So, but that day, we needed to go and put our signboard on the ground.
Yes.
CEO. I went there with one young man. As they were digging, they were not digging well. I just removed my suit. I dug. By the time I was coming back, I just felt that, look, why wear this suit? So it was singlet. Yeah. Why singlet? I can't forget that day.
Oh my goodness.
And then by the time I got to Guruku Road, that dusty road, I was, you know what they call a lubo?
Yes.
The dust. I was full of, as in, people were like, who are you? What are you doing here? I said, I'm so. It's not true. You are not the person. I said, I am the person. I said, okay, no problem, So people do not recognize me.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, today's package is all about real estate development, solutions and sustainability with Dr. Olushola Owomoyela, an experienced real estate entrepreneur with a proven track record of numerous accomplishments in the field. Okay, right now, we will take a break from our conversation to bring you a short documentary that will further tell our story.
The real estate industry in Nigeria is thriving with rapid urbanization and population growth, driving the demand for housing and commercial spaces. However, alongside this growth are various challenges in terms of development solutions and sustainability. Developers face the daunting task of finding innovative ways to meet the increasing demand while ensuring environmental sustainability, quality assurance, customer satisfaction, and providing lasting solutions to the housing deficit. In the midst of these challenges, Olushola Ilesami Owumoyela, an accomplished individual with diverse range of expertise in law, real estate development, humanitarian work, fueled by an entrepreneurial spirit, ventured into the real estate development scene in 2014. He founded the Next Gear Homes with a team of visionary real estate professionals determined to revolutionize the industry. Next Gear Homes has grown into a prominent real estate firm recognized for its integrity, dedication to quality, innovation, and customer satisfaction. The company has established a strong presence across Nigeria, with headquarters and branch offices in Abuja and additional branches in Lagos and Ibadan. Next Gear Homes' portfolio extends beyond these core locations with a huge subscriber base spanning its reach within and outside Nigeria. As their projects gained recognition for their innovative design and best practices, the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, REDAN, chose Olushola as the legal advisor of the association, having come from a legal background and for being a catalyst for change in the Nigeria real estate world. Today, The real estate landscape in Nigeria is undergoing a transformation. Developers are committed to providing affordable, sustainable, and inclusive housing solutions that meet the needs of the growing population while minimizing the impact on the environment. The journey towards sustainable development continues, guided by the vision and dedication of those who believe in creating a brighter and equitable future for Nigeria.
Indeed, Dr. Olushola Owomoyela has built many estates and has also been a key player in the real estate sector for so many years. His innovative approach consistently sets new standards in the industry. Let's continue with our conversation.
The first time I noticed that let me say that God was just intentional about me was 2016. Yeah. Because the rate at which people were bringing properties to me was alarming. In fact, at that time, I was saying, no, I don't need this. I don't need this. So it was that period I realized that there were certain things that started happening intentionally. Before, the life I lived, campus, pre-campus, campus, and a few years after campus, you find out that what some people call delay, I may have experienced it very much. So now getting to 2016, when I now started seeing that, it's like things have changed. Now things are working fast. I said, I could remember I made a presentation at NDDC some years later, and one of my old friends followed me for that presentation. And immediately after I finished, everybody started clapping. I said, "Why are you?" I said, "Shola," I said, "I've seen the grace of God upon you." I said, "What is it?" He said, "In 2014, you were passing in front of my house, and you said," I said, "You are beating your chest like this. I'm tired. I want a change. I want a change. I want to go into real estate development. I'm tired of everything. I just want a change." He said, "Everything I said I wanted to become, the number of cars, the number of estate, everything, that I've seen you accomplish it. That, man, there's something about it." So that's when I started thinking that, maybe God is actually intentional, about me.
What strategies did you employ? Innovation? How are you coping? There are so many real estate developers. So what stands you out?
Talking about the terrain in real estate is up and down. Everybody that lives in the FCT knows real estate is one of the things that have actually either made people poor or poorer or richer. First of all, I entered into this area in 2014. So you can imagine starting something when the economy was getting a bit tougher. So I've seen a mixture of it. But one thing I've seen is that we became better in periods where things are down south. During COVID, we made more money. Each time there was economic chaos, we made more money. If you want to last for a long time, your business, your real estate business, must be like this. Number 2, innovation. What is innovation? Doing the same thing differently. Looking for a new way of doing things. I learned in the early part of my journey that you must be able to sell. In any economy, you must sell. So the most important thing for anybody, not just in real estate, in any business whatsoever, is your ability to sell. How do you convince somebody to buy when he has been scammed before? You have to be able to reveal. Let the person see your hand. You understand? And then you have to be able to protect. The persons that write my receipts, I choose them properly. You don't just write my receipts. Not everybody that writes my receipts for my customers. Yes, you can't just write receipts. You understand? And then you scam somebody in the name of the company. You can't do that. Then, one of the things we've done in Next Gear Group is that if you bought 500 square meters, it's 500 square meters. If you bought a 4-bedroom, it is. If you negotiated a corner piece, it is. Even if there is inflation, whatever we sign with you, I maintain one mantra. I'd rather be cheated than cheat another person. I get blessed for that. So we have put in innovation. For example, we're the first indigenous company that use drone, even before drones started flying everywhere in Nigeria, to cover some of our properties. We're also the first company that said we run a paperless company. What is a paperless company? Now, in some companies, you will see right on their walls, you will see map, Abuja map, everywhere map. I said, I want everything digitized. If you want to see anything, it's either you are watching the TV or you are watching somewhere on the screen. I don't want paper everywhere hanging around. You understand? We've written articles as well. We push for a whole lot of it. So that innovation that we injected into the industry have actually helped us. Of course, in terms of sales, we are one of the few companies who actually introduced buy 5, take 1. You understand? I haven't worked for some clients who felt betrayed or who felt cheated or scammed. As a younger lawyer, I realized that as a developer, I needed to start a company where those who are not empowered or who are not within the city buy property and rest. So that's what we call Watch My Property Concept Limited. So that wherever they put their money, they find it, the value. So that's one of the things that we did that stands as a revolutionary vision for the real estate market.
Welcome back. Yet again, we'll take another break. But this time, we'll be speaking with members of staff of Nesgear Properties, or should I say, Dr. Owomoyele's winning team. They will further inspire us and tell us more about the man. Our conversation will continue after this.
Working with Dr. Shola has been an adventure because it has been from one level of growth to another. He makes working like very easy, and he's somebody you can approach and tell things. He listens. You can bring your suggestion about what you think about work and all of that. So he's just open to listening to you. He's not like a dictator that says, okay, it must be like this, it must be like this.
My boss, that's Dr. Olushola Omoyela. It's a phenomenal leader. I see him as a mentor. He practically leads you by the way into a lot of things. He's selfless when it comes to leading people. I mean, he wants to pour himself out to you if you can contain. He's a man of depth.
The work environment is conducive. It's rewarding, upgrading, because I look at it from when the staffs come in, the progress they make over time, the people they have become, and the people or the persons they are on their way to become. The difference is always clear. That means it's all about improving talents and improving lives.
Each time there's a building collapse, there's a blame game where people now begin to blame, oh, it is this, oh, because professionals were not involved. So what do we do to sanitize the housing sector?
One of the causes is poor monitoring. Poor monitoring means that the land register or the land department, for example, in Abuja, you have the development control. All right. Wherever they are in all the states in the federation, I think we need to have a stronger department. In some cases, the problem is the department. Where, because they may have collected some bribes, kickbacks, and all that, and then whatever they were not supposed to, approve, they approved. In some cases, they just allow whatever it is. In some cases, it is the developer's fault. How? There are some developers in the bid to make more money and then to reduce costs. They buy substandard products. Yes, And then in some cases, it is not the developer. I've seen cases where we wanted TNT iron. That's the best in the market. But by the time the supplier supplied another totally different iron. So In some cases, it is the engineer on site. Some of them claim to have Koren, but the Koren was bought. So in some cases, we don't follow the building code. People build on canals, people build on public infrastructure.
Yes.
It will give way.
No soil test.
Yes.
Developers will sell you a house. You practically break it down, rebuild it to make it your own. A whole lot of people have had that experience. You're touching the wall, and this wall is breaking.
Yes.
And you bought the house. So how do you maintain standards in your company?
First of all, we have a quality control department in our company.
Okay.
That looks at everything. There is a report system.
Okay.
We get feedbacks on site. We get evidence of mixing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So we do that. Then, most of the time when you see poor mixing, you find out that maybe there is an instruction from the developer to the engineer on site or the builder on site that, you know what, no, don't let us use 5 bags, or let's use 3 bags. Do you understand? So you put pressure on that person. We don't do that. At times, it may not be the developer. It may be the person himself. Say, let me quickly sell some bags and make some extra cash in my hand. We have had that happen. But when you have a quality control department and you put checks and balances, there is a staff that is taking stock of all the cement. There is a staff that is, doing the right mixing. There is a supervisor. There is a site officer. You understand? And on my side, for example, I have CCTV cameras. And I have somebody upstairs who actually watches and checks everything as they are working. To make sure that everything that is in accordance to what we have actually planned. Then you don't give a surveyor's job to a planner. You don't give a planner's job to a surveyor. You understand? In our company, we have from the concept stage, that's from me to the architect, from the architect to the structural engineer, from the structural engineer to the builder, from the builder to the interior architect, from the interior architect to the facility manager. We all had them.
That's the building code. You just went through the building code, which I think is amazing. What advice would you give to young people who also want to become entrepreneurs or even come into real estate?
First of all, be honest, have integrity. Like I said, most business will never survive 5 years because of dishonesty. Number 2, you must be consistent. You can imagine, a lot of businesses have come. People will say, come and do oil and gas, come and do this, come and do that. I kept pushing them aside. It is this real estate. Master something. To master a thing or a business, it will take you not less than 5 years and above. If I pick my call today, I know who to call for what. So consistency is very important. You don't do, you are selling rice today, you are doing pepper tomorrow. No. Focus on one thing, master it. It is from when you master that one thing that you start going into other things. Don't forget that I have interior business now. It's an offshoot of real estate. You understand what I'm saying? And when the demand starts coming, you know that you are becoming an expert. And number 3 is learn not to give up. Somebody said something. He said, the reason why you should show up for that job is because of your hatred for failure or your love for success. Someone else said that if hunger does not motivate you, I don't know what will motivate you. So especially for men, I think men should focus, build your career, because the happy home should have some money.
I know that, from our conversations, I know you're a very busy man, but I do know that everybody has a time where they calm down and relax. So tell us, how do you relax?
I take a stroll.
Okay.
If I want my head to cool down, I take a long stroll. And usually very early in the morning, when it's still a bit dark, or late in the evening when it's still a bit dark. Okay. So I take a long stroll. Whether I'm in Abuja, I take a long stroll. In my house in the UK, it's beside the lake. So I walk around the lake 2-3 times. I sit down, I relax.
We appreciate your time with us.
Thank you
I
very much.
have personally been inspired, and I know the Nigerians will be inspired.
Thank you very much.
God bless everything
Thank
you do,
you so
sir.
much.
Thank you for staying with us to the end of the program. The real estate sector is critical to the growth of the economy. It contributes significantly to the nation's GDP. Given the importance of housing demand, key players in the real estate sector like Dr. Olushola Owomoyela will continue to be relevant even as it breaks new grounds and consistently sets new standards in the industry. The Edge is celebrating entrepreneurs and bringing you the latest and the most impactful stories of innovation and entrepreneurship. Until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of exploration and innovation. I am your host, Patience, and this is Goodbye.